Hello everyone, welcome to another episode on the Creative Phebe channel, where we as culinary-curious millennials level up our culinary game so that we can confidently cook the foods we love to heal our bodies. I'm your host Phoebe, and as you can see, today we're making some Tahini Chocolate Chunk Cookies. My goodness, is that a mouthful? Alright, you know how we always start off here. We get our ingredients all set and ready so it's accessible for us to make what we love. We're gonna get our spice grinder because we're making some oat flour. That's right, there is no all-purpose flour here, which makes it gluten-free and absolutely healthy. So this is about 110 grams of old-fashioned oats. Please don't use quick oats. That's not gonna work. It's gonna lose its structure to hold these cookies together. If you have a food processor, you can also use it to make oat flour. That one you can do it in one batch. Because I'm using the spice grinder, I'm doing it in 2 batches. We put all of that in our mixing bowl to mix together our dry ingredients later on. I'm going to take this time to thank my new subscribers who subscribed in the last week. I really appreciate you for doing that. Alright, we're adding a teaspoon of baking powder into our oat flour. That will help the cookies to rise. We're adding 1/8 of a teaspoon of kosher salt. Together with that, we're going to add in 3/4 of a teaspoon of ground cinnamon. That would really help to elevate the flavor of the chocolate that we will be adding later on. Alright, and whilst you're watching this, please go ahead to click that like button. That way more people get to find this video in the YouTube algorithm. There's going to be a whole lot of sweet treats. If you can't already guess, it's going to be Valentine's weekend. So a whole bunch of sweet treats are going to be made over this weekend. So please hit that like button, comment if you have any questions, and share this video as well. Thank you so much in advance. Now we're going to start preparing our wet ingredients. We have 1 egg here. Crack it and set it aside while we get on to chopping up our chocolate. Using chocolate chunks in this recipe just has a very different feel compared to using chocolate chips, because for this one you can enjoy bits of chocolate in every bite of the cookies instead of bits here and there. So I'd advise that you chop up your chocolate instead of using store-bought chocolate chips. Now let's add in our egg into our mixing bowl. We're gonna flavor it with a teaspoon of vanilla extract. That would also really help to amp the chocolate flavor. Let's add in our sesame or tahini paste. That would be 210 grams. This is basically our butter substitute, because there is no butter. No extra fat added to this recipe. We added in a natural sweetener, which is 100 ml of raw honey. If you have agave, go ahead and use it. It's also going to work well for this. We are going to stir this up. That way everything combines and there are no egg whites left straying around. Ooh, I forgot to mention, be sure to watch all the way to the end, because I'm going to show you a few faults that you can avoid while making this recipe. I'm also going to show you 2 different ways that you can enjoy these cookies so you can make the most out of them. We're adding in our dry ingredients, and now we're adding in our chocolate. We're going to fold in this recipe. Now be aware, you are going to be engaging your arms into this mixing. I've not tried doing this whole process in an electric mixer, but using the wooden spoon instead of the spatula will really help to incorporate all of those ingredients. I know it looks a little tricky right now. It looks like the dry is a little bit more than the wet, but trust me, just watch and see how all of these ingredients begin to come together. All right, we're not going to over mix it, but we're just going to have to mix it in such a way that everything comes together. Now that we're done mixing all of the ingredients together, we are going to store this dough in the freezer for about 30 minutes or in your refrigerator for about an hour. This will help the tahini paste and the raw honey to firm up and make it easy for us to form our scoops of cookie dough for the baking process. Here is a second important step you do not want to miss in this recipe. We're going to add in a teaspoon of baking soda. This will help the cookies to spread evenly in the oven during the baking process. It's going to be a little tougher while you're incorporating this baking soda in the dough, but just be patient, put in some music, and you'll be able to get through it in about 5 minutes. Now that we're done mixing together all of our ingredients, we are going to scoop up our cookie dough into balls. I ended up making 11 out of this because each ball weighed about 50 grams each. You can make more cookies by reducing the amount of each cookie ball. All right, I'm going to lay everything on a parchment paper and make sure there's enough room between each cookie ball. That way they spread out evenly without touching each other during the baking process. Dress the tops of a few of the cookies with some sesame seeds while we sprinkle on our vocal spice. Lord, thank you for the gift of love, your healing, and great company of family and friends to enjoy such delicious treats. Amen. Oh my goodness, y'all. Look at these freshly baked, very fragrant. I can't wait for you to make these at home. All right, look at that crinkled effect at the top of each cookie. The bottom also looks really good. In a few seconds, I'm going to show you what it looks like if you do not add in baking soda and not chill it in the freezer or refrigerator, whichever one you choose. It is rock hard. It is not tasty at all, and I'm just gonna put it away for something else. So please don't do that. Make sure to add in the baking soda and make sure to chill it before adding in the baking soda. All right, you can see the comparison, how the good ones spread it out well and how the one that wasn't done well wasn't done well. We're gonna have a nice bite, and oh my goodness, yes, yes, yes. Look, here's another way you can enjoy these cookies, not just one way. You can make some ice cream sandwich cookies. Oh my gosh, yes. Here I have some vanilla ice cream. You can choose any ice cream flavor of your choice, and be warned, you are going to want another cookie ice cream sandwich after your first one. And with that, I'm going to say, be culinary curious, take care of your healthy selves, and see you in my next episode. Bye.